Okay, there we go. Just some slight issues at the start. I accidentally closed the wrong program. Tis what it is, though. Where's my notes? There they are. So I'm also going to test something out real quick. Because there was a tutorial I was watching. And this is the scripts that they have. I'll have to change OBS so I can see it. Let's see how it works here. About knocked over my drink. If it even loads. Yeah, it's not even responding. Okay, cool. So we'll just do this. That should solve the issue. Huh? Never mind. Doesn't seem to want to work. Guess we'll go back to mine. Just need to reset up everything. There we go. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that is working. Slight concern for a moment. Thought things were broken. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Bring out the notes here. I want to try to get this style of jump working. Boop. Yeah, I know. Those variables don't exist yet. they should be vars. I think this is equal to 0 var max equal, in this case, 2. Zero. This case 1, I think, will be enough for now. Why is that wrong, though? Oh, because of that. Whoops. Got it. Now we gotta work on actually building the proper function. They'll both need a function. That looks kind of like this. We're gonna go ahead and delete that right now. Because I need to do something else also. But I need... Because that's how that code's laid out. Let's see if I can't find anything that helps. Wait, so I should change it into a state according to this. That was a YouTube link. That didn't look like a YouTube link. Cool. I don't like that solution a whole lot. Bum bum. Wait, so would it just be this then? Forward vector like. I'm not sure if that's right, though, but I might try it. Worst that could happen is it doesn't work, so... So let's try... I could just put a number here. Go 25. Oh, okay, I see now. I see. So I do this. Do that. Or is that something that doesn't go here, but up here? No. So, okay. That doesn't work. That's fair. What it, because if I do it... Okay, let's see how my movement looks. Okay, if direction, okay. That's it? If it works like that, I'll just have to replace everything mentioning dash with blink here, and it should work in theory. I don't... If it's this simple, that might blow my mind. How do I have it in my project settings here? Input map, blink. Yep, it's capital B. Got it. Well. Blink. Blink speed. Blink Excel. And then those should be var, yeah. And we'll go back to the normal jump system, and we could just remove this entire ass line of code. If this works... equals 25. Just picking a number. And then C E equals 25. Okay, I don't need these lines. So I'm going to go back to the old jump, which is... let me find it here. I just need to make sure I type it right. There we go. What do I have blinked bound to? Right mouse button. Got it. Kinda. It only does it for a frame, though. That's close. Whoops. 250 is too much, obviously. Let's do just 50. See how that feels. Nah. So I think 150 is the number. What if I keep that there? How does that feel? Okay, once I figure out how to get this towards wherever the camera aims and not the directional input I'm giving, we're golden. We also need to make it to where it's not only on the floor. That's relatively the distance I want. I just wish it wasn't in one fucking frame. Because it being in one frame is absolutely a travesty. But what about... Am I dumb? Or is it just because I'm, like, learning this from scratch, I'm just lost? Just trying to look for more... Uh, maybe I'm just confused. It's like I'm looking on Reddit trying to like find the answer because there's some good help on the Godot subreddit. Not finding it, or at least not quite. Can't really find anything on the Godot forums. It's at least working decently now. I just need it to not be in one frame. And I need it to take where you're aiming the camera rather than what directional key you're pressing. I also need to set up a sprinting and a crouch state at some point, which I think I can be able to yoink those from somewhere else. We'll start working on level 1 at some point, but I want to get a bit further in coding first. I'm just confused. Confusion. Is there any answer here? Okay, yeah, I think I am just a bit confused reading this. No, let's help for 2D. Wait, but it tells me that's wrong. Every time I... Let's just put that up here. Var. I don't know. What, make that equal vector 3? Just like that? Or do I put that the other way? Oops. What? Well, no, how do I format that, though? Hold on. Am I dumb? That doesn't really answer my question. Oh, okay. No, I understand now. It's vectors. This is what they're saying, so I'm going to try this. Transform. Dot origin. But what? I have two different things saying two different ways of doing it. And both are not working. Okay, dude. Oh, because that's a 2D solution, not a 3D solution. Oops. So if I... Well, that doesn't help me either. Damn. I have seen this put so many different ways, and none of them truly make sense. Because they seem to contradict. Okay. What? Now, okay. Hold on, that was like really loud for me. Okay, so saying this is what I'm wanting? Okay, we'll try it. That doesn't seem right. No. What? Where's the one example I had? Where are you in my notes? It is... What? What? I guess I'll go ahead and re-grab it. Be in script. We need to look at this one. Open. Look for something that can open this. What do you mean? Frustration. We'll put it here. Yep. Scripts. Open a new window of it real quick just so I can sanity check myself. Okay. Time for a quick sanity check. I need to see the script. Copy the script into my Obsidian. Create new note. Example script. Go ahead and just grab this real quick. There we go. Cool. I could close that now. I don't need that no more. Okay, so I guess we could work on making the actual machine states. And then go from there. Oh, whoops. Enter, okay. Okay. I don't need that. I feel like there's a lot of back and forth with reading things and trying to fix some stuff. But I think I'm starting to get it. Let's see. No, I don't need that. I need... I need a sanity check is what I need. I'm confusing myself. So... No, never mind. Again, I think I'm just confusing myself reading some of this. Oh, coding doesn't make sense. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about animations just yet. I don't have any of those yet. Because I don't have a rigid body setup. Because I'm not worried about it particularly. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, I'd need to set up a game manager for that. Not worried about that yet. Hangy? I'm sorry. Anyhow, I need to set up the crouch speed real quick. Do it all capitals just so it matches the others. Two. Then we'll ugh. This is where I wish I just knew GD script better. I'm trying to think here. Oh, I should probably fix that real quick since I'm thinking about it. I need to change this to jump. Then I need... Let's see. I need that, right? Yeah. Go ahead and do this real quick. First off, before I wander too far, forget things. Listening for inputs, spacebar, okay. Okay, and then I need floor and state jumping. Wait, so does it make more sense to do that now then? Probably, actually. Okay. Does it cause any issues? Possibly. We'll see. Jumping. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't do that, actually. Not there, at least. That's fine like that. I just need currency staking, blah, 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 blah. Exits, game master upon return. Surface object, states, standing. Get rid of blah 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 blah. Current state states sneaking. Noise value, surface resource sound values divided by 3. If foot audio player dot playing, foot audio player dot stream, surface dot surface resource sneak stream wave. Foot audio player dot play. Current state states an error. Was an error. Jump audio for player streams. Jump audio play. Noise value surface. Okay, that all makes sense, I suppose. Surface color. Okay. I'm gonna boot this. So I need to turn that into a state machine so it goes over multiple frames rather than just one frame instantaneously. I do that by, I guess. Well, now here's the tricky bit, right? How many frames do I give it? I actually need a better grasp on GD script, I suppose. Do. No, I gotta ask somebody real quick. Because I know a couple people that also use Godot. They might be able to help explain my confusion. Go ahead and ask them, because I know they've used Godot longer than I have, so maybe they'll be able to help me. I'm just a little confused on why that's not working, because I found 3 different scripts that should work, but none of them work. Hello, Henry. I'm trying to figure out why scripts don't work. Let's process gravity, blah blah blah. Move towards velocity x. Blah 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 blah. So that's not the script I need. That's the script for the actual dash. That should work. This script should work, but it's not, and why? Gotta love coding. The epitome of, I don't know how this works. Why? And why does this work? This works. Why? Yeah, no, I don't know why that script doesn't work. Curtis gave me the script that should work. I've seen the script that should work on Reddit twice that way. And then I've seen 2 other scripts similar that don't work. What the fuck? Okay. Far forward vector 3 equals negative global underscore transform origin base bias z. Global position plus speed times forward. Oh no, global position, that won't work. Let's go. Huh. What about... No, somebody's got to have the answer somewhere. It's framed. 20, then motion. 5 should return as. This does not mean that it will calculate the larva motion 10. It will only run when you press the dash button. If you want your motion to slowly stop, then you do it multiple times. Should make it easier for something like a dash state. Okay, so I have a state for it, so that's not really an issue. I'll set up a state for it later. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't get what I want. Because I just need for it to take the data of where the camera's facing and not use WASD for... What? No, that's not the answer. Determine facing direction by movement. Not by movement. I want it by where the camera's pointing. Direction, node, point, camera transform, origin. What are you creating? I am working on hold on. That's for a 2D solution. I am working on a horror game, and I'm trying to add a blink, but I want you to blink where the camera's facing, not based on what movement keys you're pressing at the time. Because that seems kind of silly. And I'm getting a little confused here because every time I look for the answer to my question, I get the same script, but it's not working. Or I get variations of the script that also doesn't work, and I don't know why. And I'm just confused. Because it's got to be a simple answer, and it's just, I am not seeing it. And I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Is it just that? So working in a working with G script or GD script. Yeah. Um so you should be able to see it, right? Yeah. I still have the debug up. So I have a teleport here set up, a short range teleport. But it's not going based on where the camera's facing, it's going based on what direction you're moving when you press the key. And I want it based on where the camera's facing. That's what I'm confused about. But I see this... I've seen this script multiple times, but I haven't gotten the script to actually work, which is why I'm confused. I don't understand why it's not working. Other people say it works fine for them, but it doesn't work fine for me. Unless I'm just misunderstanding how to set it up, which is very possible. Because I'm not familiar with GD script. I'm only vaguely familiar with C++ too. I know Python better than either. And hello, Lego Builder. This should be. Back. Probably getting the velocity direction, not the camera one. That's what I'm thinking too. I just don't know. I guess that's where I'm confused. I don't know how to change it, rather, if that makes sense. Because this is where I stumped. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I still have the debugger up. That's my bad. But here's what I'm looking at. Here's the whole script I'm looking at. I need to make my machine states too. Add marker 3D to camera node. Why would that... I'm confused. Why would it, because again, I'm still learning Godot, so I need... I just want explanations, I'm sorry. I'm trying to build a game and learn this engine at the same time. There's times of tedium. But... Maker 3D... Add Maker 3D to camera node. So, like, okay, so, like this. Like this? Is that what you're meaning? Yeah, so the blink, yeah, blink is, because I'm gonna make it like, if you've played Dishonored, like Corvo's blink. That's the goal, is try to make it like that. I'm trying to think. Is there a newer game with a blink I can't think of that's similar? No, I can only think of Dishonored. And add... value to that direction. Something like that. Wait, what? You can point it towards a direction and add a value to that direction. Something like that. So to the marker 3D? Because I was assuming I have to change either something here, here, or just somewhere else entirely. Or maybe it was raycast. Yeah, I haven't gotten to raycast yet. Mostly because the only things I know about raycast is people use it for shooting. And I'm not sure I need that. Because there's not going to be any weapons. Including individual projectiles is just impressive. These are ones for teleporting in 2D game. I think I've seen that pop up when I've been trying to search for my solution. But I'm in 3D, so I don't think that will work. I think your problem is in line 41. Okay. Getting input direction, line 34, then you're calculating velocity depending on input direction, line 37, and blinking is based off of velocity, depends on the input direction of 41, so I think... So what, just change line 41 to... Oh, I think I get what you're saying. So I should just have to change this, right? If I'm thinking correctly. So I should just have to change this velocity to say maybe that one script that I can't seem to get to work. So it'd be like, okay. So like just change that velocity to say this and it should work. But this isn't defined. Not in, wait. Oh, you mean here. Got it. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean now. Okay. If input is action pressed. Wait. I thought if input meant just if that button's pressed, do blank. Is that not? Because, like, that's how jump is. No. See, this is where I'm confused, because it's... GD script just feels kind of odd to me. I'm still learning it. First get camera direction, then recalculate the blink. Okay. So to get camera direction, I have to do something else. Okay, I think I kind of get that. Okay. So I'm looking for... Oh. There we go. Wait, so what I'm seeing when I look up just getting the camera directions value, it's like how to get vector 3 of the direction of your camera's facing, and then I get that script. It's a normalized vector from the input, length of vector equals, should get something similar but for camera. Wait, line 35 is the example. Bar direction, transform basis, vector 3, input direction. Normalized. So what, remove normalized? Remove normalized for... Normalized vector input, vector length, or you should get something similar but for your camera. No, the new variable only for blink. So I have a similar statement like this for blink alone. The movement direction is used for other things, don't break it. Fair. So I should pull blink out of this section, make it its own section with its own variable like this. Okay. this, that. Don't need those. Put it here. We shouldn't. Hold on, that needs a. Whoop. That needs a this first off. There we go. And then no, this isn't. This shouldn't be if input. This should be var input. Right? Var. No. Well, yes, but different. Var blink input. Put space equals. Players. You should first process blink, and if it doesn't. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me grab some new music. Hello. What's up? Slowly getting the hang of script. How long have I been scripting? You lost your if statement? Shouldn't this be a variable input like this? Or am I confused? How long have I been scripting? Oh, almost a year. But I've been doing it in Python, so little different. Because shouldn't this also be its own like variable like this is? You're very confused. Yes. I'm not trying to hide it. Because I'm just not familiar with this language and how it works versus Python. And I'm kind of like learning as I go. So there's a lot of just, I'm going to get things wrong. It's gonna be a horror game. Yeah. It doesn't feel familiar at all. Because it... Like, I know it's all just logic stuff, but the syntax is not helping me a whole lot. And the debugger... I like Python's debugger. Python's debugger is... It feels so much kinder because I'm more familiar with it. But are you sure I don't like change like or get something that looks like this for this? Where I get like say var input blink or var direction or blink direction, and then input get vector blink, and then get var blink direction or Bison blah 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 blah. Move 43. Make the else if statement. So like take that, go and put that to above 36. So here, make else if like that, and then this goes here. Unexpected indent. Oops. So that should just be 2 tabs and then... Okay, this is faulting because... expected after else? Oh, should that just be one? Should that just be like that then? No. Oh, and thank you for the sub. Arbolo? Yeah, I can try that real quick. Yep. It didn't like else and if together. It had to be one squished word, I guess. And I guess this is where we actually give it its own direction instead. And above 37, you should get cam direction somehow. Okay. Oh, above 37, right? Okay, above 37. This is where because like every time I look this up, right, this is the only information I get and it confuses the shit out of me. They say just use this. What the fuck? But saying just use that doesn't make sense to me. Because it always faults. No matter what I do, it always faults. Because that's every post I've seen on the topic. They say just use that. Or they say use this. So let's try this, actually. This actually looks like it'd work. Never mind. Don't have a your camera variable anywhere. I mean, I could try changing it to the camera that is technically a variable, see if that works. But they said just use the code as is. That's why I've been confused. Because I could do this and then do... what is it again? It's do that. Hello, Hunter. Do that. We can see if this works now. Nah, it's still doing the same thing. How are you? I'm doing alright. How are you doing today? Not worry about fixing its suddenness yet. Want it to actually function how I've been trying to get it to. Remove the .z from it, make a new variable from it, normalize it, and replace the velocity in larp to the var name. Hold on. Move the z, make a new variable from it, normalize replace velocity, or replace bias.z. Wouldn't replacing bias.z be more accurate? Hold on. So, like, do this and what? Dot normalize. Like that, I assume. And then place larp with var? Oh! Okay, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'm just dumb. Wait. Place velocity and larp to var name. No, you got me wrong. Yeah, I think I realized. Change this. But, like, I'm confused on what to change it to that makes sense. Like, I think I'm just absolutely confused, because I feel like I'm getting just information from all directions, and I'm not understanding it. It's not clicking. Because I want it to just be simple, but I'm dumb. First, normalize the camera vector. First, put the normalized camera vector into the new variable. Oh, by like putting var here, var equals whatever that is, like var blank equals, and then put that. I just wish coding clicked a little better for me. I struggled when I was learning Python with my teacher. Did I? Well, because I have their variables up here, shouldn't that be fine? Because, like, this command technically works as is. It just doesn't do what I want it to. Like, it does something.
It's multiply speed.
Okay, so I do just, like... Okay, so, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy, so, like... And then change this to... that. Or similar to that. God, that feels weird. Never use GD or whatever language it's called. I don't know. So... I was just only taught, like, beginner level Python because it's a tool we use in cybersecurity. I'm going the cybersecurity route of, like, coding and stuff, so I don't need to... So I wasn't taught, like, super in-depth code. It was more how do you find bugs, holes, and how can you exploit those for doing red team exercises. So, like, I know the very, very basics. And Python is, like, the very, very basics. Change velocity on the inside. Okay. The inside of that LARP to put the LARP result to velocity. Change... So, like, change the first velocity? Or change both velocities? Like this? Okay, I get you. So both of them change into blink direction. Got it. That's what I was confused on, if both turn into it. Guess we test it. I think it crashed. Oh yeah, it crashed. That doesn't give me an error, though? Why doesn't that error? It crashes with no error? There it goes. Oh wait, Godot doesn't keep the errors after you close the debugger. I hate that. Okay, I forgot about that. Function physics process. Invalid call, non-existent function normalized in base transform 3D, but where is it? I mean, I can assume I know where it is, but... Oh, I guess it's the line that's highlighted. So you need bias after all. Should it just stay bias, .z then? Or should it just be bias by itself? We'll see. It's not erroring, so. Bias normalized? Yeah. Yep. You're right. Nope. That still crashes. It's so close, but I'm not sure. Because it's saying it's this line causing the crash. Normalize in... Let's try bias Z just to see if that works. At this point, I'm just curious. Okay, hold on. It's negative Z. No, I can't do negative Z. God damn it. I need a... Think. How do I flip it? I need to flip it. Shit. What do I negative here? Visual Studio is beautiful. I love Visual Studio. So, we're halfway there. We literally just need to flip it, because it just shoots you backwards. Yeah. Wait. I shot myself through the floor? Excuse me? Because this should just theoretically send me straight up. But what do I negative? I don't just put it at the front of the statement, do I? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Now we just need to make it a little less aggressive. Okay, yeah, now it's just fine-tuning it. Fine-tuning it on how far you go. That's just... It's a weaker jump. Oh, shit! That's interesting. That's insane velocity. Let's try this. This is bizarre. Let's do 75. Okay. I mean, it's working. The only issue with it I'm having now is fine-tuning, but that's something I do later. Because, like, this is the line of code to get it. Because, for some ungodly reason, if you don't have this little minus here, it 180s you backwards. Fucking don't know why. That doesn't make sense to me. On Godot Docs, Transform 3D is 3x4 matrix, not vector. I don't get it. Normalize that Z? But this works. This does exactly what I want it to. Why would we normalize it still? Because the only problem I'm having now is the acceleration and speed based off of the blink is just wacky numbers right now. So I need to change them into... change blinking into a state, which I already have the state set up. I just need to actually build it. Normalizing that will cause it to only be direction, not something multiplied by something. It should just be dot normalize. I need the apprentices, I think. So it should still work in theory. The physics of the base physics of this is wild. Yeah. That feels a little smoother. You're right. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Wait, hold on. Why'd that just shoot me straight up? Hold on. Oh, it's probably because I hit that. That's weird. Okay. It works as long as I'm not walking. Walking stops it in the very same frame. That's weird. But I think that's something I could fix with the machine states, so... Because, like, standing still, it works. Walking, it does this, which is... kind of funny. Yeah. Because, like, I could probably remove this. But I want to change it to charges at some point. But I think I need to do that with the state machine, or the machine states. Because I could be a little more granular, I suppose. Start walking on air. That makes more sense. But I mean, that's how I want the blink to feel, like you're launching yourself towards it, because that's what Dishonored did. I guess that's what DBD does with Nurse. God, is there another game with a really decent blink system? I can't think of one right now. Dishonored's the best one I can think of. But yeah, no, I need to change this to charges at some point, so I need to set up charges. But you know what? For testing purposes, it works. I'm pretty happy with it, because it works. I think that's the real goal. Just getting something that works first, and then tinker with it. But, like, this is such a weird line of code. It's like, it feels almost frustratingly weird. I mean, this feels fucking convoluted, too. But hey, I guess it's all part of the learning process. Let's player info first, and then moves the camera to a player model separate animation. Well, right, but that's... that was the feel, I guess. Does that make sense? That's the feel I want, per se. because your camera, like, launched towards the location. I don't know a better way of describing it. That's the bad part. I can't think of a better way of describing it. I would love if I could set up, like, selecting a location to blink 2, or dash 2, because it's kind of dashy feeling, or launch yourself to. I might be able to figure that out, but hey, it works. That's the beautiful part. But I want some. I need a way to aim it. So I need to make a graphic of that at some point, which I guess that's what I'll be doodling tonight when I'm just chilling. As a graphic. But hey, you helped me get it to work. Yeah, I got that. Got it. Good at math well enough. I feel it's pretty much. I think so too. Hold on. Let me because there's a line of code I saw somebody say that you use when you put it in a machine state. Yeah, because here's what they say. It's like, if you want it to not feel like it's in a single frame, which is what we want, they say, if motion equal 20, then LARP motion 0, or motion comma 0 comma 0.5 will cut it in half for a frame. Whoa. Okay. And you have to do this multiple times, so when you press the button, it's over multiple frames rather than one. That feels weird. I think I get it, but that feels weird. Yeah. Because they're saying do this. Hold on. They're saying do this like multiple times. I'm just going to post it at the bottom here. They're saying do that command multiple times. That's weird. That seems weird. I launch Ray and set a new state so you don't move. And LARP positions between start and end. I think I'll need to learn more about the Ray stuff. But that sounds like it makes more sense. Because otherwise it seems like you could, like, strafe in the middle of it and then you completely fuck yourself. You break more than just that, if that makes sense. Because that makes sense, is do the... Because I know you could use it for shooting. What if you can also use it for, like, marking a location and then you're set on that location path? Basically teleportation for an animation. Exactly. But it wouldn't feel disorienting. I think teleportation can feel disorienting if not done proper. But yeah, I'll need to think of a good graphic for the blink. So that lark position between start and end with the smooth step time thing comes to make it. I'm not certain because hold on, because what they were saying is that this will just spread the action over multiple frames rather than it being all in the same frame you press the button. Is what they said it will do. So rather it all just being dumped on frame 1, it'll be dumped over like 5 frames. I think is what they're saying. This is on like the Godot Reddit though. So I'm not 100% certain if they're talking about this version of Godot or not because it was a year ago. But they said you should do this with state machines instead. It should make it easier to make it in a state. Yeah. I mean, hey, we got that win for today, so I'm absolutely happy with the progress of today. Because I've been frustrated with this blink for so long, you came in and were an absolute savior. You actually helped me understand it, because every time I researched this, it was literally like, so many different forms just saying all the same thing of just use this command, just use this line of code. That doesn't help. They said just use this. It'll do exactly what you want. How? How do I use this? Where do I use it? Just use it. Where? It'll work, I promise. God, it was frustrating. It's been a frustrating fight with that. Finding information on that. But now I know the answer. Because you helped me figure out the answer. You basically gave me the answer, rather. But... because when you're just learning something like that, and you just have a bunch of people saying, just use it. It'll work, I promise. That sentence for experience, guys. You're pretty much a beginner. I mean, I am. I know enough to break things. Which, going into the pen testing route, I guess that's all I really need. I know enough to break into things, but, like, when you're trying to make a game, that's not really helpful. I know just enough coding to cause damage. Because, like, well, I know Linux pretty well, but that's mostly because I'm slowly turning that into my daily driver. And then, like, I know enough to, like, I guess it's not really the same as saying I know how to navigate a computer with nothing but command prompt or command shell, whatever you want to call it on whatever system you're on. They're all the same thing. Command prompt, command shell. It's just, do you use Windows commands, Linux commands, or Mac commands? I can navigate all of them with the command shell, but I know enough programming to just break it, which is kind of the point. I kind of know how to make certain scripts in Python to do just simple automated tasks. Like make a just simple Python calculator, or simple, like, if X, do Y Python type program, but or actually it's more of if X, respond with Y. More of it can be. I know people that get, or I know easily motion sick people. So, like, suddenly appearing somewhere else can be disorienting for them. It's more that line. But I think they'd probably be disoriented with just high-speed movement anyways. So it's... I don't know if there's an actual answer to that. I just know there's some people that find that disorienting. But I think they'll probably get motion sickness regardless, because I think they just get motion sickness from first-person games and they're blaming it on something else. Not knowing the actual root cause. Although I can see where just, like, appearing somewhere would be disorienting, or at least confusing. Like, you're in one room, and then you just zip into, like, an entirely different room, and it's like, where am I? So in that instance, I could definitely agree. But, the way, that's how they described it to me. I guess it's more of easy to get lost. Moving at ridiculous speeds. I think so, if I'm understanding it correctly. Again, like, perusing the Reddit and the Godot forums, I feel like a fish out of water, kinda. Because a lot of them are talking at an experience level I'm not at. Because, let's see. Let me just pull up the help tab, find something that popped up recently. Um, here's somebody talking about rendering. Not looking for... I mean, if you so Godot can also take C++. I have a C++ like college book. I haven't read fully through it. I know enough to get in trouble with it. Again, my training on coding is, can you break it? Good. Go have fun, kid. I mean, it was a little more than that, but it was 101. It wasn't like in depth. It was enough to do stuff. But I feel like I know how to break it more than... Or I know how to inject into it also, but... That's a whole other beast. That's not really... That's not really coding, that's, being a turkey. But yeah, more experience I have with this, the more comfortable I'll be in Godot. And who knows, I might make a handful of games. Because it's fun. I just get frustrated trying to find help with Godot. Like, because GD script is... Yeah. Also need to double check what... Because I'm working on a couple... What do you want to call them? Models in Blender. I need to double check to see what files I can bring over. Or what the file format is I need. Obviously not a blend file. I've always been told it was like Diet C++ or C#. I just wish, more people, but more like Python. Okay. I'll read more into my Python book. Maybe that'll help a bit more. There might be, like, just an actual exercise book for Godot, though, also that would help me tremendously. I still want to know why this, by default, puts you backwards, but once you put the minus, it puts it forward. That feels weird. Why is it backwards by default? But when you subtract it, or negative it, it's forward. Yeah, 'cause it's not based on what axis it's facing, is it? 'Cause what axis is the camera facing? Yeah, 'cause the camera's facing that way. So it's... Is it because the camera spawn is facing... Well, no, because that doesn't make sense. I don't know the reason. Because this would be negative Z. This is positive Z. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe if it doesn't cause issues and it just works, I'll accept it just working. Because there's a point in times where you just take the win, right? Especially in my case where I'm only beginning on coding. So every small step is a victory at that point, right? But yeah, gonna have to set those up. I'm gonna have to figure these out eventually. Then I'll actually be able to make the first level of this game proper, with a nice jump puzzle, an actual puzzle, and some interactables. So I actually might be able to get the first version of my game out when I want. Hopefully. Maybe. Hoping I'll be able to, by the end of this month, have the trial or the beta version out on... Oh, why did I forget the platform's name? Brain, work with me. itch.io. There we go. Hopefully. I also need to get textures, but... I need to get world textures. Which that shouldn't be too bad. I don't think. But almost all the, actually all the primary movements are now done, which is nice. I'm just trying to think. Was there something else I wanted to add? No, I think that's all the movement I wanted added. Or I think that's all the abilities I wanted added. So I'll just have to set up a flashlight system, or yeah, flashlight system and crouch, sprint. Oh, I need sprint at some point. And then a crouch, maybe a hide mechanic. Hello! Hello, Nico. But yeah, I think I got it mostly figured out. Vita. Oh, okay, Nian. You were just over on YouTube. You switched over to Twitch, I see. Nyan Coder. I do like that name, though, Nyan Coder. My brain was just taking a bit to process it for some reason. Nah, maybe it's just because trying to figure out GD script, because GD script's got me, like, brain melted. Oh, but it feels awesome. Feels awesome. Blink is working 110%. I'll just need to set up the state machines. Figure out how I want to actually set up Blink. Do I want it on a charge base? Or do I want it to consume, like, stamina or something? Might just be smarter to have it on a charge basis. Actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Don't know what would feel better, though. Yeah. Again, thank you for all of the assistance. I needed it, clearly. Nico here on Twitch. Maybe it's because they're familiar with the name Nico. Whatever you prefer. It's just... That was just easier for me to read, I'm sorry. Because I fight dyslexia quite a bit. Especially on... Because I can't change... VIT. Oh, I felt that. That was me the other day when I drank too much coffee. I couldn't type to save my life. I don't know why, but now my brain's thinking of like the Vitameter from Fallout New Vegas. Is that what it's called? Or is it the... Vidomatic, my bad. That's what my brain just immediately thought of. Man, I love Fallout New Vegas. Fixing myself that way on English-speaking auditory. That's fair. Like, oh goodness, because I remembered, like, what was it? The first week I was in Korea, one of the Katusas probably hated me. Friend likes Fallout New Vegas a lot. It hates Fallout 3 and 4. I understand the hate towards 4, not so much 3. I hate that they all run like trash, but their engine's made of duct tape, hopes and dreams, and paper clips. That's why you need a script extender, because it only runs in 32 bits for some unknown reason. Or 32 lines. So 32 lines or 32 bits it runs in. No, it's 32 bits. Yeah. Why would I think it run in 32 lines? What? Either way. Run them on Linux, and they run phenomenally. Linux is best operating system. That they made it a third corridor light. I can see it. I can see that argument. Fallout 3 did not have nearly as much variety as New Vegas. I can agree with that. But I didn't feel like I got funneled in with 3 as much. Or a whole lot. I mean, I can certainly see it. But... struggling with Wayland on NVIDIA card, but I need CUDA and some things. See, I'm going full AMD. I'm going Hyperland, Arch Linux, Hyperland. I might just use Garuda's Hyperland, but I am working on my own ISO of just an Arch with Hyperland. CUDA. Why am I drawing a blank on CUDA? Isn't CUDA like a NVIDIA specific driver or graphics protocol or something like that? Am I misremembering? Yeah, CUDA is a developer kit, or not developer kit. It's a toolkit for NVIDIA drivers or just NVIDIA devices? CUDA Toolkit is a development environment creating high-performance GPU accelerated applications. Various. Okay, yeah. It basically okay. I couldn't remember what CUDA was off the top of my head. Or yeah. I had to go look it up real quick. CUDA is a toolkit for quad cores and NVIDIA cards. Because I know Blender can use it too. It's just I never used it because it kind of sucks on Blender. I've never gotten a use out of it with Blender, at least. Somebody probably has, just not me. Wayland is nice, though. Or I guess Hyperland is a Wayland compositor, isn't it? Yeah. Like Sway. Sway is nice, but it doesn't feel as pretty. Like, I know that's bad to say, but it doesn't feel as pretty. Like, Sway is nice, don't get me wrong. X Wayland? It's glitching a lot. Why would it glitch a lot, though? Here, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom real quick. Oh, because you're on the video with... Oh. No, that makes sense. That checks out. I hate proprietary drivers. That's what I learned when I was setting up my laptop on Linux. I hate proprietary drivers. They drive me crazy. Because, like, they don't play nice with anything. But here, I'll be right back. I need to go grab some water. Okie doke, I'm back. Actually, thinking about it, on my way back, I guess it's not that proprietary drivers don't play nice with everything. It's proprietary drivers don't play nice with what I want them to play nice with. I hit it. It borked, I think, 4 times. A couple of them was... So I need a live CD to repair it. See, that's a real pain. Is when you have to, like, get, like, a live CD or something to fix them. Like, to just basically start from scratch. It's a pain in the ass. But, benefit to using Arch, you can make an ISO ahead of time, so it's like, you could just roll back to when it works. And because I'm me and I like a lot of the bleeding edge stuff, I'm gonna go like as upstream as I can. I'm pretty sure they call it upstream. So like Arch, Debian, or yeah, really just Arch or Debian. But I much prefer Arch because I could use Hyperlink. I don't know if you could use Hyperlink with Debian. Then I know the syntax for Arch a bit better. Because I also used, let's see, I've used Manjaro. Not from scratch exactly, I just need to fix it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, where was my train of thought? Oh, I was gonna go through the entire list of distros I've tried, because I've tried Endeavor OS, Manjaro, Mint, Ubuntu, Kali, Garuda. What was the other one? I've installed Basic Arch before. That's kind of a nightmare. It takes an eternity. I guess it's not really a nightmare, it's just time-consuming. Fedora. It was Fedora. I don't like Fedora. Fedora looks gross. It feels like I'm on, like, a budget tablet on my laptop. I'm not a fan. That's why I switched to... I think I'm using Garuda right now, because it was kind of just lazy. I want my gaming laptop. Garuda has a gaming distro. I'm just gonna use that, because I'm lazy. And KDE's not bad. Boring as all else, but it's not bad. Scared of Arch for a long time, but I love that. I mean, that's 100% fair. No, I get it. Like, again, I have, like, a trashed laptop that I kind of resurrected with Linux. So I kind of just experiment on it. But, you could always go, like, if you want to still use Pac-Man and Yay, you could always go, like, an Arch-based distro, like, because Endeavor, Garuda, I believe Manjaro, and, oh, crud, what's the other one? There's another Arch-based Linux, I just can't remember the name of it, that's pretty decent. See, Manjaro, Arco, Arch Labs, Archman, Endeavor OS, Reborn OS, Garuda Linux, Artrix. That's one I'll need for work. Anyhow, back to Archcraft. Honestly, out of these, I would recommend Garuda, Endeavor, or Manjaro. Honestly, Manjaro might be the one I'd recommend over all of them, unless you want just like an easy, I want to just game on my laptop. Then get Garuda, because Garuda, you can get the gaming dragonized version, I think is what they call it. And then you just plug and go. It's like flashing on Ubuntu. It's silly easy to set up. Yeah. But like this, I'm just looking at a list of like the top 10 user-friendly Linuxes, or Arch-based Linuxes. Debian is kind of better if you don't want to like go full nerd with Arch. Debian's a bit kinder, but like Arch, you could fit on like everything. Like Arch takes no space by itself. It's when you start adding stuff to Arch is when it gets, yeah. But right, I'm just saying, like, I had an old just trashed laptop that I used to experiment with. I mean, you can always use virtual machine. Do not, because I learned this the hard way. Do not use base Arch what do I have for my virtual machine right now? Is it VirtualBox? Oracle VM VirtualBox. Yeah. Do not. It freaks out, and it is terrifying. Like, I had weird screen flickers and it was spooky. Fair enough to not care about plug and play, and okay. So I guess it's not as big as a deal. Endeavor might be more suited for you then. Because like Arch, because I don't want to like, I don't ever want to, because here's the thing, I don't ever want to recommend like a full headfirst dive into Arch, because it's Arch. Arch is kind of like, let's melt your brain real quick. Endeavor is, I want to say like somewhere between intermediate and expert when it comes to goofing around in an Arch distro, because it doesn't hold your hand like Manjaro, Garuda, but it gives you enough freedom to break everything, but not so much freedom that it bricks everything. Also, Endeavor likes using the command shell a lot more than Manjaro. Manjaro doesn't have you like do everything. Like, you can do everything in the command line with Linux, obviously, but Endeavor kind of leans more into it than Manjaro does. It's weird to describe, you know? Nah, it's just one of the things that I recommend to people. If you have like an old beater laptop you can just get for like ever. Some Arch First District guys, they didn't win installation. Yeah, no, you don't win it if you're not ready for it. The installation takes an eternity if you're not ready for it. Well, even if you're ready for it, it still takes an eternity. I mean, you could set up like an installation script beforehand, which I don't recommend, but you can. It feels like it just takes forever. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's awful. Arch is not very kind. But like, I guess if you're gonna dive head first, dive head first. I'm not gonna stop you. There's a point in time where it's like people just gotta figure it out, I guess. Would I ever recommend that to somebody? Absolutely not. I mean, yeah. Oh, there's one configuration tool I can think of that I don't think it's Arch exclusive, but Calamari's one. Calamari is a configuration tool, I believe. Oh, hold on. I think one is... Oh, why can't I think of it? I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it either. Oh, because I've seen it like once before. And it makes everything dumb easy. Oh, why can't I remember it either? Because it's like... Oh, and now I'm going to be frustrated until I remember it. You cursed me. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about too. That's the part that I... Because I've only seen it once before, but it's kind of new. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, no, what is it? ArchWiki, do you have it? By the way, the ArchWiki is amazing. The ArchWiki can actually, like, walk you through everything. Oh, they just call it the Virtual Console. That's what Arch Linux Wiki's saying. Something called the Virtual Console can help you install the entire thing. That may not be what you're looking for, though. Or what we're thinking of. That's just something they recommend. Partitions, formatting, partitions. Again, I've only ever seen it like once, so I don't actually remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look for it again, because now I'm curious. So, you can only configure partition. God, that reminds me of Calamari so much, but I don't think that's what we're talking about. Because Calamari is kind of the same way. Like installer Calamari. Script tool. That's. I don't think it's Calamari then. Because Calamari's newer, I think. Looking on a way to install Arch. Trying to figure out what this installer tool is. Because I've seen like two. Easier than ever. Oh, I've done it from like the command line. I've done it the hard way. It's so it's just tedium. No idea how mature it is now. Maybe. But even from the command line, it has become much easier. Probably. Snapshots. Fair. I need to make my own ISO at some point, because I keep forgetting to actually, like, finish it. I have it, like, half-baked. Because I want to just, like, when I get my new laptop, just plug it in and send it. Because, like, I've done my time. I took my lumps. I want to do it the easy way. I want to just plug in a USB drive and have it go. Oh, you think it was Arch install? I was just about to read it. I just pulled it up on the Arch wiki. Because I don't remember it. Oh, okay. It's a guided installer. Okay. That's what it says here. Not discuss Arch install as a Python library. First acquire the boot, the live medium, describe the blah 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 blah. Okay. Just copy an Arch ISO to a stick. Well, right, but I want to like set up Hyperland and all that on it ahead of time because I want to be lazy about it, you know? Like, I want to do a full custom Arch Linux ahead of time and then just plug in the ISO and have it do it all for me. Makes sense if you do that 100 times a day. I mean, it's not about making sense. It's about doing it ahead of time. Not for one install you do every 6 months.
Look,
I just want to do it ahead of time. That's literally the only reason I want to do it. That, and it's always funny because my friend and I always joked about just having like a flash drive or something be the boot drive of our computer. So like nobody can access the computer without that flash drive. The ultimate security, you can't log in on my computer without my flash drive. God, that'd be so goofy though. Just like fully encrypt both of the drive or your other drives. The OS is all on your flash drive. The idea is hilarious. However, it would be so bad. Oh yeah, no, it's completely impractical. Because it's just funny for the sake. It's just like stupid levels of security for the sake of it. Because technically you could do other things, but your OS would be chugging. It would be so bad. Unless you got like, oh god, I'm sure there's like some flash drive out there, some. Oh, that's not fun. Feeling sick is never fun. Just put some live CV. You can. Well, see, that wouldn't work if they're fully encrypted to the OS and the keys on the OS, because then the OS is just on your flash drive, so it wouldn't work. In theory. I'm sure there's ways around it. I just can't think of one right now. Again, I'm sure there's a way around it. I just can't think of it right now. Yes, no. If you're just talking about the hard drives, no. Like, data itself, yes. Because if it's being encrypted on the move, it does slow it down. Or am I thinking of bit by bit? I might be thinking of bit by bit. Yeah, no, bit by bit definitely slows it down, and so does... Oh, I'm calling back on my CompTIA book memory here. I mean, read write? Not really. Only if it's traveling over the wire. In your system, not really. It shouldn't cause many issues. It is technically slower in, like, the most, like, I want to be as technical as I possibly can. It's technically slower. But not really, no. At least that's according to the CompTIA Sec Plus book. If I'm remembering right. I need to reread it. Because I need to reread it before I go take my test. But yeah, no, if you fully encrypt your system, it's not really going to slow it down. The only time data's slow while being encrypted is if you're encrypting it while it's traveling, if I recall correctly. Or it's data in motion being encrypted is slower. I think... Am I misremembering that? I might be misremembering that. Oh, it's just... You're asking me questions I'm struggling to remember right now because it's been a bit. It slows if you compress it. Like use it. You barely notice on OS partition. And it saves you a ton of space. Okay. There's the answer then. Thank you. I was just... Because I was struggling all the things. Because again, I need to reread the book before I go take my test. But I mean, on your personal computer, you're pretty much only compressing text and text documents anyways. Because if you're on your personal computer, I don't recommend compressing image files, audio files. Text is fine. Normally. There are some weird exceptions, but normally text is fine to compress and encrypt without causing issue. There are some... So I remember there was an example in one of the labs we did where compressing a text document butchered it. Yes, and... First tips. Whoops. Because I stopped the music. Yes, and cover level was a compression. Encrypting your drives is normally fine, though. Just get encrypt. I don't remember. Is it better to have... No, I believe, if I recall correctly, it's better to have self-encrypting drives. If I remember right. From 1 to 9, everything below 3/4 is not noticeable. Yeah. But if you're using those files for any production use, I don't recommend compressing them ever. Like say you're editing a video or whatever have you like that, I don't recommend compressing them at all. Just because it's going to be compressed when you finish the project and send it out. Have different levels of compression. Oh, you're talking about... Wait, hold on. Wait, you're talking about compressing and encrypt only the OS partition? Hold on, am I crazy? I don't know much about that. I don't think I personally would ever do it. I guess that makes sense. I've never thought about it before, though. Putting everything except the boot and swap the single partition, though. There you go. I've never thought about compressing the OS volume. That... I mean, I can see it making sense. It's just I've never thought of doing it, personally. And I've never thought of any repercussions tied to compressing the OS itself. Or the OS partition itself. But it makes sense. I've just never thought about doing it. Long can take up. True. Yeah, I've just never thought of doing it that way. I've thought of compressing that log file, but I mean, yeah. Or the journal log. Because I've thought about compressing like the log files and oh, what's the other system file I'm trying to think of that's just really just bloated garbage? It's basically the event viewer for Linux. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Because that thing just logs absolutely everything. That's not journal log, is it? That might be journal log. Am I confusing myself trying to remember every terminology? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I just never thought about compressing the OS itself. No, you're fine. I like talking about Linux because I learn more and more every day. I just lost one of my drives. I just dropped it. Oh well, I'll find it later. Not like anybody can use it. No, we're working towards wrapping up here soon anyways, because just making games, talking about coding and stuff like that. And we got this all tidied up and working. Which, while I'm here, hold on. Let us copy and paste this into a secondary source in case something happens. I still have it. I mean, I also pre-ordered one of those framework laptops. I'm going to make it a Linux laptop only. Part of the reason I'm using Godot instead of like Unreal Engine is because Godot plays nicer with Linux than Unreal Engine does. Unreal Engine doesn't like Linux for some reason when it comes to coding. Or making a game, rather. I don't remember how much coding you actually do in Unreal Engine. Especially when they give you so many tools just outright. Right, Godot plays nicer with Linux than Unreal Engine does. Unreal Engine doesn't like to work as... Unreal Engine's weird for Linux. Just leave it at that. Like, because like they don't get access to some of the tools don't work, or whatever. Whereas Godot just works. It just works in Linux. Godot is just better. Godot also has less just bloatware. It's less trash in it. Cause like, hold on, let me tell you, cause Unreal Engine is like, just make a git command if you're concerned about saving versions. That's true. But I have my Obsidian notepad here that I have it on my computer that I just save all my stuff to. Because I like how Obsidian formats everything. It's kind of nice. It's my favorite notepad app. Oh, yeah, Unreal Engine's like 50-something gigs. Just mark up text files for the win. Fuck. Yeah, Unreal Engine's like 50 gigs, whereas Godot's like 4, if that. Something like that. Obsidian is such an amazing tool. I like it. I like how it formats everything. It's so nice. Because it doesn't like... Because it recognizes 4 gigs? I don't know. I know it's significantly less than Unreal Engine, though. I kind of said 4 as an example. Godot's only... I was just guessing. I didn't remember because it's been a while since I downloaded it. I kind of just took a shot in the dark. That's outrageous. Yeah, I'm just gonna for the export templates, I think I only need just the Windows and Linux. Cause like, yeah, I don't think I'll do web. I think web won't work for what I'm wanting. So I'm not even gonna try it. And with Mac, don't you also need a Mac device? Or is that solely for finishing the compile the game so it actually works on Mac? I don't... Yeah, it needs to be exported on Mac. Ah, fuck that. Not buying another machine just to, like, compile a game in it. Like... Windows and Linux, yeah, but... Not buying a... Fucking... Hold on. How much is a damn MacBook? A minimum of $1,000. The cheapest one I found so far is $1,000. You could get the Mac Mini for like $600. But the Mac Mini wouldn't even fucking compile it, so... Forgot across. Docker file. Maybe. But then you also get like, I think you also get like, you have to pay for some weird software too. I'm trying to remember because somebody talked about it before. I was watching Pirate Software. They were talking about how you compile. It's like, oh, Linux and PC is easy. You just compile it in PC or Linux and you're done. You can send it to a virtual machine, compile it in Linux, you're done. Boom, good to go. Mac, it's like you have to have a Mac. You have to buy a specific software, and yeah, it's goofy as shit. For a Mac, you need a 100 dev account on the Apple Store. It needs to be signed. Yeah, fuck that. Like, I understand, like, signing the program, but, like, fuck that. 100 a year, fuck that. That's stupid. Like, I get it. Like, trying to make... No, I don't get it, actually. No, that's fucking stupid. No, I try to defend them. I can't do it. That just feels egregious. $100 a year to be a developer on Apple software products. That's just dumb. Yeah. Because, like, I was looking at it. To post the game on itch.io, it's free. Which, that's where I'm going to put my first few games. If they do well, I might look at putting it on Steam. But putting them on Steam's like $100. So it's like, oh, okay. For a one-time thing. Or actually, no, I don't think it's $100. Hold on. What does Steam say again? Oh yeah, no, you need to pay $100 for the product to be distributed on Steam. Yeah. And Steam may refund, it's not refundable, but you will recoup the cost with at least 1,000, yeah. You get the money back. Yeah. So... This is why I just use AMD. I've always... Yeah, but what's the fun of running KDE? I don't think I've seen Plasma 6 yet. I like Hyperlin. Hyperlin just looks really cool to me. And I like how much you can customize it. Yeah, won't touch Wayland 2024. Look, my computer's not... the laptop's not made for pure efficiency. I like Hyperlink because it's pretty. That's pretty much it. I heard about Wayland. Ubuntu. Electron currently supports only X11. Why? Seems kind of dumb. Yeah, but only supporting X11 feels weird. I don't know. It just feels like you could branch out. Like, I think that's more my thing. I just don't like being limited, I guess. Only supporting X11 just bothers me, I guess. Fair. Fair. Hate screen tearing on X11. I guess it has to be like Fedora, or doesn't it? That pushes it. God, I don't like Fedora. Fedora's ugly. I didn't like Fedora when I tried it. Implementing your project with Wayland, or you won't run on it. That's... yeah. Projects become monolithic, huge code based. It's like molasses. I think Fedora works better as a server, honestly. Although it almost looks like it'd be great for mobile devices, I just don't like it on my laptop. I tried it on my laptop and I hated it. Plus Wayland still has many features like. I mean, yeah. It's patchwork of. What game am I cooking up? I'm working on it's going to be a horror game. I'm going to eventually, hopefully, if I could get good progress on it, I hope to post it on itch.io by the end of the month, or at least the first 15 minutes of it. Wait, so they're not... So there has been no additional development on X11 then? Like, it came out 2012 and they just stopped development on it? Or am I crazy? Mode environment, for example... Right? Did you say 2012 earlier? Yeah. Because I guess that's when Wayland came out, so... Oh yeah, you said Wayland came out in 2012. Wait. I don't know. Development cycles confuse me. Because I feel like... What? X11 devs stopped in like 2019. Okay, that makes more sense. Zero clue about coding stuff. I only know is you can code better than... I don't know about that. I'm still like entry-level coding. But as long as your code isn't messy, there's a win. Sooner or later, Wayland was the only option. Well, then move to Hyperlin now. There we go. Hyperlin looks pretty. And it uses Wayland, right? Yeah, it's a Wayland tile manager thingy. Hold on. How do they describe themselves exactly? Hyperlin provides the latest Wayland features, dynamic tiling. Oh, it's a dynamic tiler using Wayland features. That's right. Trying to remember how they describe themselves. Hyperlin. I just like Hyperlin because I think it looks good. I'll be honest. I just think they look nice. Oh, obviously is a bit overhyped. I just like it because I think they look pretty. That's literally it. And I fully get the overhype to it. What type of horror game is it going to be? It's going to be, going to be like a BioShock-inspired horror game. Is there another Because I can only think of Sway, Hyper, and Hyperland off the top of my head that are dedicated tile-based distros. Or distros, desktop environments. There's another one that I can't think of off the top of my head. Is it like Qtile? Is that what I'm thinking of? Out there. Fair enough. Again, I understand the hate towards it. I just like it because I think it looks good. That's also true. That is a nice feature of tiling desktops. That's fair. It's a tiling distro is, or tile-based distro, or why do I keep saying distro? A tile-based desktop environment is definitely for like people like me that close like no apps ever and are constantly jumping between like 3 or 4 apps. Don't hate more systems or projects. Got the episode. I wasn't meaning that you hate it. It's just you don't personally like it, or for what you use it for. Which, it's like everything has its own use case. If you don't have a use for a Phillips head screwdriver, why would you have a Phillips head screwdriver type deal? Oh, after like doing so much stuff on Linux, I hate Windows anymore. But I need Windows for certain programs, so it's like I'll always be cursed with having to use Windows, and I hate it. No. Sadly, no. Like, my model won't work. It won't collect tracking data. There's probably a way around it, but doing that way around it, what I was reading, causes more issues. So it's until... because I'm just using my model program as an example. Until like there's an actual fix, I have to stay on Windows. I hope there's an actual fix, but because doing the fix causes more lag, less accuracy in face tracking, and a whole other slew of problems, and it's just, yeah. Because I looked into it already. Focus on their ass. It happens. I do that all too often. I know that pain. I mean, it solves most of mine as well. It's just like that the tracking program is a big example. I need to double check about audio interfaces on Linux because I use an XLR mic. I'm not sure how much of a pain in the ass that would be to set up. I don't think it would cause any issues, if at all. For the most part, I think I'm fine. It's just that the two biggest examples, or glaring examples I can think of, are those. But again, somebody might have a proper solution in the future, and then I don't have to care. And then I can just go full Linux and be a happy camper. Because I'll just use my tablet for Clip Studio, because I just don't like Windows. Anymore, I don't like Windows. I think I more don't like Windows more because I don't have an option for some of my other programs. If I did, I probably wouldn't hate Windows as much as I do. It's kind of like being forced to eat a ham sandwich every day of your life. You'll just hate the ham sandwich, even if you love the ham sandwich. Or you love ham. I think it's one of more of those type deals. Where I just hate Windows because it's my only option for certain programs. I don't even think I could VM it too, which is the worst part. I don't even think I could VM it and get around the problem like that. I also just don't like the look of Windows 11 though too, so that's probably part of it. Windows 11 looks horrendous. But yeah, Windows 11's really bad. Windows 11 also, like, if you don't have certain motherboards, your computer's just fucked. Your computer cannot run Windows 11 on certain motherboards. I have one of those motherboards, so another reason I hate Windows. I'm not on Windows 11, thank God, but certain motherboards will not run it, and mine's one of them. Yeah. Yep. It's also weird because Windows 11 allows you to, like, turn off your, I mean, yeah, but, like, when I get the chance, I'm upgrading this computer anyways, so I'm not, like, super worried about it, because I have, like, first gen Threadripper or second gen Threadripper. And this computer is going to be changed to a full workstation computer with, like, the crazy monster Threadripper and a workstation GPU. Haven't decided which one yet, though. Looking at AMD's, for simple fact, AMD's is cheaper than NVIDIA's workstation GPUs. For me, Windows is not the only option. I have a Linux dual boot.
so I don't feel forced to use it. Something
I mean, that's fair. That's something I could think about doing for this. But I don't think it's truly worth it when I'd have to, like, reboot every time I'd want to go stream. But yeah. Okay, Dom. I think I'm gonna wrap up stream here anyhow, because I need to go cook dinner. And thank you all for coming, and thank you for the help with fixing the blink. The blink is good to go. I think a lot of what I need to do, I could probably code off stream. And thank you for the follow, Captain Fubar. I love it. I think I could code the rest off stream with minimal help, and true level design will happen soon. Oh, I'm happy, because almost everything important for the game is going to be done. Compatibilities with lax browsers. That's fair. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good one. And thank you all again for coming by and helping, and see you next time. Later.